escalating method, then go for it. But if they hold up a cop, they want to trade their boy for somebody, for the cop who they have in custody or they're holding up, you are to use the force, okay? Cops or government employees are off limits. We draw that line. It's a red line. And if people are going to mold and get upset, that's on them. They should not be actually taking hostage from government properties in the first place. But if they want to be like that, so be it. We'll handle it here in the city, and we'll make sure we use the right appropriate measures to make sure that the hostage is safe and sound. And we place people either maybe down the road, ready to open fire in the car, away from the hostage. And keep in mind that I know it's a lot easier to shoot them right away when they leave, but they are going to fire back. And we want to make sure that we don't have everybody else involved who's walking around in high populated areas get hurt or shot in the process. So that's why it's better to do it down the road, away from popular like Pillbox Medical and Mission PD. Does that make any sense?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And they're not to get their gear back. I don't care, okay? They want their boy. They can have their boy, but we're going to keep the evidence. We're not giving their AK-47 or all that bullshit. That's not happening. We're not going to...
I honestly feel like we need to get this in the bud quick because I don't like the way if this is going to become a...
It should not be happening in the first place, Kevin. I don't know why people are doing it again, but we're going to find methods to handle it. They're not going to be very happy. I've tried to have a discussion with the criminals in the city, and I brought this up, and I was ignored. It fell on deaf ears. So if they want to ignore the problem, then it'll be on the doorstep pretty soon, and they're going to handle it in a different way.
Can we stop this negotiation of don't shoot them when they leave thing then?
So
no, it wasn't like, I don't know if you could hear me over the radio, but I was trying to be a little bit more sarcastic about it. But it's just like when they asked me to do that, or they're also going to shoot.
I mentioned it in a 3.0 meeting channel, and nobody gave me their opinion.
Well,
only DW talked about it.
Real quick.
And management said it should not be happening.
You can't assume that because they're driving away that someone doesn't have a gun on Tessa. They were making it very clear while driving away that they did in fact keep their gun on her.
Correct, and that's what I'm saying. Just secure the hostage and then have the shootout take somewhere else. It does not have to happen right away, right?
Exactly.
And we can have the Interceptor and other units chase while the Crown Vics and bikes pull up the MPX and mag dump the car, disable it, shoot the driver, whatever it is. I know it's a lot easier to shoot them as they leave because we have a lot of people aiming their guns. We can probably mag dump them, but keep in mind that we cannot control things once they're moving away and they got a gun to the hostage because they're gonna fire back and people are gonna get hurt. So it's a lot easier to take that approach and to find other ways to escalate while less life and casualty will be involved, right? So we are valuing the hostage life. We're making sure that we're meeting the demands. But afterwards, all bets are off.
Okay, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying about the whole, if we tell them that we're going to do one thing, then we go back on that, they get so fucking pissed. And it's unreal the shit that we then have to deal with. So
and you know what?
I mean, they took a cop hostage, so...
Okay. Let me, can I please finish?
Absolutely, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because this is a meeting with, okay.
You want to come up here, Pond, and talk about it?
No, I'll shut my mouth. Whatever, it's fine.
No, Pond, we want to hear what you want to say. No, come up here. No, I want to hear this. No, Pond, I'm serious. I want to hear what you have to say because it's important. What were you trying to say? Your opinion matters. I want to hear it. Can you please speak up? Come up here. Or just say it from back there if you feel better.
If I could actually respond to that, I asked him, well, I didn't ask him. I said, you know what you signed up for, right? And he said, yeah, I'm going to get mag dumped. So he knew. He knew.
Yeah, most criminals know about this. They shouldn't have a surprise Pikachu face when this happens. I really don't want to escalate and shoot somebody for a hostage. But if we don't stop this and nip it in the butt, like Kevin said, it's going to paralyze the PD. It's going to be a common theme. It's going to get tiring. It's going to get frustrating. And our morale is going to go down. So we have to act in a way to where we have to stop it. I'm all about valuing the hostage life and making sure that it's safe and sound. But the second we give them an inch, it's going to take a mile. And that's been a common theme.
So I don't want this shit to go back to the way it was a long time ago where it felt it was 3 fucking waves of, get them to the hospital, then you got to fucking...
I'm not letting that happen, Kevin. I can assure you.
You got to fucking fight to get him to prison. It was fucking horrible.
I'll be honest. If this shit starts happening, I might resign as the chief of police because I will not be part of a PD where we get walked over and this kind of shit happens. It's not something that I want to deal with every single day.
Real quick though, okay, so the guys, the hostage takers were demanding that me and Spartan communicate over radio that we don't shoot, right? But when you have Bass telling you you're going to get ahead and you're going to shoot, that is Bass telling you as the not person who, like, the criminals can't hear Bass, right? Bass isn't escalating the situation by telling them.
Yeah, if this is gonna happen and this is gonna continue shit, I'll just resign from COP and go play Crim.
Don't give in to their demands
This is
at
shit.
that point and lie to them.
This shit is potato.
Tell
It's
them
shit.
That we're not gonna
Should not be happening. It's literally never-ending
those
roleplay.
negotiations that we're giving
Escalation.
them as cop.
I'm not even kidding,
chat.
chat. I'll put my badge and gun online because to me, this would cripple the PD to go back to the 2.0 days of 3-4 cops on duty.
We won't give in to that silly demand and like say that shit, but we need to make it very clear.
It's
that
literally a
taking
rule.
Cops and EMS
And people don't respect it.
at the facility.
And I don't want to report people, but
to save their boys,
I'm gonna handle it in
it's
character.
over. We are gonna shoot them. It might not be right then and there to keep her safe, but we are gonna shoot them.
I have one thing to ask. What if we say, yeah, we won't shoot on exit, like we say on
yeah,
like
so we're gonna honor
we're
we're gonna honor their free passage to their vehicle and out of the place. Like I said, do it somewhere else. Okay. So we're
and I have another question too.
and I don't want,
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Oh, go.
I was gonna say,
so,
don't try your best. Try your best to not shoot from the car, unless you feel like they're shooting at you from the car, right? And that's what I'm saying. People chase other people parallel pursuit, and they do a roadblock. They get out of the car with an MPX or Glock, and they shoot the driver. It is more tactical that way. It's safer that way, and the people who are chasing can focus on the chase because driving and shooting is very difficult at times, unless you get me shot at, right? If they're shooting at you back from the vehicle, it's a different story, right?
okay. So I have another question. Just because I would like this to be consistent across the board on a lot of situations. I know we're specifically talking to Mission Row and Pillbox, but officers get taken as hostage in several other situations and so on. Are we following the same protocol, giving them free passage to place and then
judges,
shooting?
EMS judges,
Okay. All right.
cops,
Okay,
any
that's all I
government
wanted to know.
employee that's red line. Okay, all right. You are to preserve a life, treat them with the utmost care and cautious. Get that person safe and sound, and make sure that when you get that person safe and sound, the threat is not pending or it's not there and it's not looming. And then you to escalate and find the right methods. I'm not saying always shoot, okay? But for a cop, for example, to me, that's where I'd red line and I shoot. But if they take a hostage and take the hostage, find other ways to try to de-escalate, right? Not always saying always pick the right time to shoot. But if they're holding up a cop or a government employee, then they crossed the line. And it's time to use our lethal force to put them down.
Bass, am I finna go back to processing? I'm just unconscious.
You're good.
Thank you.
Any more questions regarding that? We'll be making an announcement. I'll be speaking with other members of High Command, make sure that we kind of have like a unified announcement regarding that. But I'll be honest,
I have a question.
this shit is very paralyzing to the PD, and I'm getting really tired of it. Go ahead, Cooper.
So right now we de-escalated that rate. We didn't even shoot, but then you look at Twitter, you see your next Spartan, Order 66, better right, too deep. Like, I think it's kind of getting weird, Chief. How do you want us to?
I mean, let them talk shit and escalate, right? We can find the right charges for them, make sure they get the right time in jail, right? They're gonna get pissed and say shit like that. Let them be, you know? I mean, I don't mind like the trash talk on Twitter and them trying to escalate through that. It's fine, right? We can